In this video, I'm going to show you the top 3 functional strength exercises you can do today to set yourself above 99% of other guys, regular gym bros who don't do this kind of stuff, that will actually make you functional, great posture, gain tons of aesthetic muscle while burning fat systematically throughout your entire body. Are you ready to learn? Let's go. So the most important thing before you work out is you always need to foam roll. I've got a couple other videos on how to foam roll effectively, but I'm gonna show you some of the common foam rolling exercises that you can do real quick before you lift right now that are gonna ultimately open up everything that's tight in you so you can do these exercises properly. So typically some of the tight areas a lot of people have are chest, shoulders, traps, inner thighs, groin, hip flexors, quads, glutes, upper back. A lot of these areas get really, really tight. So what I'll do is I'll attach a link to my foam rolling video below where you can actually go in and roll out any areas that you feel tight or restricted when you're trying to do these exercises. And then I'll show you an assessment that you can do to figure out where you're tight so that ultimately you can start to loosen up those areas. I'm just gonna show you a couple basic ones that I need to do before I do this based on where I know that I'm tight. Please do check out the other foam rolling video which will show you how to open these up so you can effectively do these stretches without knots holding you back from ever achieving the right position. Within the warm-up, there's 2 components. There's foam rolling to release the tight knots that hold us back and put our posture in a bad place. And then there's functional stretching that actually functionally stretches us through the movement positions that we need to actually lift properly. All right, next up, we have a fan favorite, lat pull downs. We're gonna do these in a very different, specific way. The purpose with these lat pull downs is actually to align our posture, not only to balance out the overhead squats, but actually to balance out our posture and make sure that everything is nice and even. So for me, for instance, I actually notice that my left nipple tends to point down, my right nipple tends to point up. So for me, it's a matter of getting my shoulders back and chest up so that my left nipple is even with my right. So I encourage you to do the same thing. If you can, try to do this with your shirt off, as it's gonna show you exactly where you're even. You're gonna see me adjusting myself to make sure that I actually get into the right position. So between sets of overhead squats, you wanna hit those lat pull downs. When you're doing a lat pull down, the first thing is, as you can see, my shirt is off, so I wanna make sure my nipples are even, because I have a tendency for my left nipple to be pointed down. I'm trying to like replicate it right now. And what I always wanna do is get my shoulder blades even so that my chest is pointed up properly so I can develop evenness. Because the last thing I want is to develop an uneven physique, not only because it looks like shit, but also because I don't want to get posture problems or shoulder pain like I've had in the past. So what we're gonna do is you're gonna focus on getting your abs nice and tight, squeeze those lats down, drive the elbows towards the hips, make sure that you're nice and even, nipples are even, and squeeze like so. I'd recommend propping up a camera on a water bottle just so you can make sure that you're staying even by filming yourself. So you can take your phone camera. This is what I do with my clients as well, as we do technique reviews. We'll actually send in videos that my team and I will actually review to make sure that they're doing the lifts properly. Now anyways, enough talking during the set, let's focus. All right, the final one is hanging leg raises. Now I'm gonna show you a couple different variations of this exercise. It's actually my favorite ab exercise. People ask me all the time, what do you do for abs? And the thing is, when it comes to getting abs, to actually be able to see your abs, you just need to get to 10 to 12% body fat or lower. That's where you're gonna actually see your abs. And I've got plenty of other videos on fat loss you can check out to show you how to get there. But once you do get lean, you obviously need to have a little bit of muscle there. It doesn't need to be crazy. You don't need super strong abs, but you wanna have a little muscle there. And actually one interesting thing is that if you don't train abs enough, what you'll find is the rectus abdominis, which is the muscle responsible for actually flexing the six pack, is underdeveloped and it isn't really tight, which means that you're not really gonna have abs all the time. You're just gonna have to flex in the perfect lighting to have abs, versus when you actually train this muscle significantly and get it nice and tight, well, what you're actually gonna find is that you have abs even when you're not flexing. So that's the only reason why I really train direct abs. But regardless, if you're not 10 to 12% body fat, you're not gonna be able to say your abs. So I don't wanna see any comments below that say, how do I get abs, bro? Do I need to do more hanging leg raises? No, you need to get lean first, then you'll have abs when you flex, then you just need to train enough abs that your abs are always flexed, okay? Let's go. All right, and there you have it. Those are the top 3 functional exercises that you can do today to correct your posture, gain aesthetic muscle throughout your entire body, and ultimately achieve the best results possible in your journey to physique mastery and elevating every single facet of your life. Don't hold yourself to the low standards that most gym bros hold themselves to, where they just haphazardly go in and do some crappy workout with terrible form and wonder why they don't have results years later. Most people waste their time in the gym. The key is to learn how to move properly and hold yourself to a high standard of consistency and discipline so you can actually get results both short-term and long-term within your training, nutrition, body, life, everything. This isn't just about fitness. This is about learning how to set and achieve goals and have the discipline to follow through consistently until you achieve the results and outcomes that you want inside of your life. So, are you ready to get results? Let's go. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications on so I can get you with more valuable content just like this in your journey to enlightenment within finding your own physique mastery. I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Munir Lazuni, out.